I will turn my volume up. I will turn y'all's volume right about there. And greetings and salutations, travelers. Welcome back to the end of Planar Crossroads. And welcome back to episode 41 of Rise of the Runelords Redux. So, before we get into it, just a quick disclaimer. This is an adult podcast that sometimes features adults that sometimes use adult language. You have been warned, though it's been a little while since they have, so maybe they're getting better. You never know.
We're learning to be real people because of you, Dad.
I really wouldn't bet on that.
That is also true. So, as far as announcements or anything like that, the Planar Crossroads, I didn't say it last time. There is Patreon still going on for the Planar Crossroads and Black Dragon Gaming. So if you want to support us over there, you can. If you do Subscribestar instead, then Planar Crossroads is over there too. Either way. And I think that's all I got. What about you, Tommy? Anything going on?
Yeah, I've got a stone giant by the throat. How you doing?
So.
Yeah, I got nothing. Let's punch a giant.
Punch a giant. So, that's the plan then. Now, let me see. When last we left our heroes, we found them fighting it out with some Hounds of Tendalos and killing the last one, and then basically grabbing Mokmorian and trying to beat him down. So, that's what they're doing right now. And we're at the top of the rounds, and it's his turn. And he's going to try and escape the grapple as best he can. Because that's all he really can do, because right now he's pinned. They basically grabbed him, pulled him out, and pinned him. And that's how it's gone. So, he's going to do that. And I highly doubt it, but we will look and add anyway. No. 36 was what he got. I think that's what he got last time. He's not.
He's getting really, 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 really close, but no.
Yeah, so 36. Close but no cigar. So now it is back to Skoros' turn. We're at the top of the round, getting it going.
Ask Kane if this is how he felt when he handled the Roctopus as cashew so very long ago, pulling someone up out the ground and killing them. I will. Oh, do we want to? I'm counting squares. I think it would be better because I'd take a huge penalty on it. So Skoros is going to just at the top of his voice, just rope, bring me rope now. Advantage on the grapple, and I've passed on 4. I will pass on an 8, and damaging twice. 36 points of bludgeoning damage. Just continue to just bash his head into the floor.
So that's from 2 attacks?
Yes. That was 18 and 18.
All right.
And that is assuming he... I guess I'll bam, look down and giant. Where is he?
He just looks at you and shakes his head. Don't even know what you're talking about. And he just keeps on trying to resist.
You liar! And, spit in his face. Skoros is an anger boy. And I'm just trying to stall for Kane. I would really like him to attack before Mokmorian goes around again. Well, no, he can hold his action. We talked about this in the break.
Yeah. I mean, you guys aren't going to KO him in one hit anyway, so we'll let him take his in a minute.
The strat is the idea is if Jason can come tie him up, tied up is helpless, then Egor can coup de grace him.
Well, that's true. He has to see to get to y'all, but yeah. I mean, he doesn't have far to go.
No, he doesn't. I'm shouting for rope.
All right, so we'll let Boldrago go ahead and go. We're going to time travel once Kane. Oh, there's Kane. Never mind. All right, Kane. Kane.
Is this what it felt like when you fought the octopus when you pulled him out the ground?
Okay, you're both talking over each other. So what?
Good, Tommy's turn. Is this what it felt like when you fought the Octopus and you pulled him up out the ground and beat him?
What, this right now?
Yeah, when you pull somebody out the wall and beat him?
Yeah.
Nice! Feels good. No eating rocks here, though.
Not yet.
All right. So, it is now Egor's turn. What you going to do, Egor?
Well, I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would Kellery be able to react to the call for rope before Egor went?
It's not his turn, so no.
Okay. Not a problem.
Not unless everybody delays, which I don't really think that's going to happen.
I will movement for a stance, and then to strength stance, and then I will aid the grapple. Instead of just delaying, I will aid the grapple and wait for rope.
Okay, seems good.
Okie dokie.
If I see Kellery starting to go through his bags for rope, now that we've been yelling for rope, I suppose Kellery's
All right.
behind.
You can't see.
I'll give you the rope. String him up.
Okie dokie. So, Boldrago, you drop him
He'll
some
take
rope?
out his rope, and he'll give one end to Amani, who will fly down and deliver the end of the rope.
Ah, his black and silver thread rope. All right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs when the birds help make the pie and do the laundry and stuff, except we're going to kill someone.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I was more thinking about Cinderella when they make
I'll
the dress. But yes.
Yeah.
And then he'll keep on chanting.
Okie dokie. All right, Kellery. You heard Boldrago say, "I'll get you the rope." And now you heard a... So, you're pretty sure it's taken care of. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, I'm good. I'll maintain where I am.
Okie dokie. Then we will go to Brasut, who I assume will also maintain where he is.
Perception, just in case. Nothing new? With a 29 perception?
No new things on the position. It's only been a total of 18 seconds, so.
Yeah, but if someone had a real, full attacked real hard and broke through the wall, it was possible.
Fair enough.
Just in case.
So, it's back up to Mokmorian. He's going to get one final chance to get away before the rope gets on him. And we'll see how it goes. So... Oh, got it right here. That's a 17. 39.
A 39 does not get it because Egor started to aid another.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that stops it, is little Egor. Thank you.
Woo! I grabbed his legs.
Just tickle his foot a little bit. Oh, no, I'm not worried.
You're going to die.
Yeah.
All right. So, y'all have the rope now.
Okay, so I will try to maintain the grapple. I will not use my advantage here, and then I roll a 10. I passed on a 4. I'm going to use my advantage for one of my 2 actions. I have the target pinned. I will use rope to tie him up. This works like pin effect, but the DC to escape the bonds is equal to 20, plus my combat maneuver bonus instead of my CMD. The ropes do not need to make a check. If I'm grappling the target, I attempt to tie him up, but I get a minus 10, because I'm also trying to hold this dude down. If the DC to escape from these bindings is higher than 20, plus the target's CMB, the target cannot escape from these bonds, even with a natural 20. So then, my question to you, Adam, is, what to beat at DC 36. There's 39, 41 for 2. Would he be able to beat a 43
On his...
on a CMB?
No.
So then if I can stick this, then he can't do anything. But
If
I have a
you
minus
stick
10
this-
on the roll. I will take it with advantage.
Well, that's curious. If you're not keeping somebody from casting a spell, can they still cast a spell with no somatic components if they're just tied up?
If he had, like, still spell, but he, of course, would still have to climb over the concentration check. If he happened to have, like the still spell meta magic feat.
Hmm.
Well,
So my first attempt...
If
if
it
he's not using somatic components, if it's a purely verbal spell, yeah, he could do it because he wouldn't have to move.
Mhm. So he would need still spell or a spell that relax any somatic components.
and still
Anyway,
pass the
so then-
concentration check. So that is a what? What are we looking at? Tied up.
Not the best, because I have to take a minus 10. 16. I get none of my sweet buffs for this, so I have a 20. I think it's a... No, that can't be right. Hang on. I know. I'm the worst. Start.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
your bonus sitting at right now?
Yeah, I was wondering why you were tying him up instead of having Egor tie him up.
Well, Egor would still have to try to make the CMB to do it.
Yeah, but you'd still have him pinned.
And I do have him pinned. I've already passed that check. So this is me trying to do it, trying to run with my legs and stuff. But I don't think I can because I lose. This is a CMB. This is not grappling. So all of my buffs fall off. So it's just about 24 over his CMD. He's denied his dex -4 right now. So that's his dexterity and 4 fall away from his CMD, if that helps at all.
Okay. And what's the roll?
26.
He's it's all you can do to keep him grabbed right now and pinned. So as you try to wrap around, you can see just by loosening up that much that he starts to pull away and move, and then you have to stop and grab again, and there's no progress made on getting this rope around him on your turn.
Yes. Okay, so then I get to attempt that twice because I have greater grapple. So I'm gonna try one more time and roll 2 less, and I already used my fortune. God, there's no reason Madia couldn't. I guess. Go, bird! Whoop-ah! Yeah, no. We are real bad, so I do no damage this round, but he remains pinned. And that is all.
So I don't know if you heard me roll the dice on Mike.
I did. I heard you go ho ho also, so it was apparently very good.
Can I just take the rope from you in time?
Yeah. There's enough rope, in multiple squares, I imagine, that you can just grab a different part of it.
Okay. I did roll a natural 20.
Okay. It counts as an attack roll, so it can be crit, so it can be critically succeeded. So there you go.
Do you want a confirmation for that?
Not for a maneuver.
Okay, yeah. With my bonuses from strength stance, that'll be 37.
37? Yeah, that's enough.
Which would set the DC at 20 plus my CMB?
Yes.
Yep.
Would be 37.
So he could break out of those ropes.
Yes.
Now we basically just need a full round action to be able to coup de grace him at this point.
And then maybe he'll die.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
Okie dokie. So at this point, Egor has tied up Mokmorian.
I don't have a good hog tying quip. You guy, you just stay right there. I don't.
You guy!
You guy!
Oof.
I'm sure it is just like the lions back in the zoo when they misbehave. You tie them up, you say no, and then you kill them. Do not kill them.
You say you guy.
No, do not kill lions. Very expensive to replace.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna do what I can do. I'm gonna cast Hold Person. It's a DC 18.
Oh, now.
It's a DC 18. I don't imagine him failing it. It's a -4.
He
So,
only
22
got a
effectively.
3 on the dice.
Yay! He's
So-
paralyzed.
He's paralyzed. He
Straight.
immediately, as you guys start to move around, he immediately stops, struggling for a moment.
We gave up. We win.
The war ends here.
Look at how hold he is still. Look at how still he is holding.
Look how old doing. So good. Or you might pass save on his turn.
Yeah, the problem is it's his turn.
Yeah. So, all right. Kellery, Runemane, you guys hear them celebrating a successful hog tie.
That's great. I do nothing.
That's great. I'm glad.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got him all tied up. I assumed you tied his arms and his legs type thing. So he's not just
He's pinned. He
hopping
can
away.
do no things except for try to break the ropes.
You might want to gag him too, but all I would say is status.
Status is what I heard.
We can't
status.
see.
They hear you guys get quiet and they say status.
He's tied up and not moving. Give me just a moment, and Skoros of Sandpoint will take us all back home. The first, 20 drinks are on me. Skoros cracks his knuckles. I hope that Mark Morian has enough stuff on him that I can afford that much. I have no gold. I've just shot my mouth off.
Now, what does
I
your
hope-
flaw say specifically, Skoros?
I don't remember. I have to attack him till he's dead. And if I attack somebody else, it's a -2.
Okay. All right.
So, should I decide to attack Egor?
It feels like a bad idea.
This does not feel like a good idea. Egor is best friend. No other friends, just a bunch of nerds and creepy wise boy.
So it would be many instances of damage for damage reduction.
Yep. I think you win that one, unless I just pin you.
It's just possible.
Unless he just does what he does to all the giants.
It'd be a good sparring match. I think Egor might be able to get out of the pin. I have no idea.
You could grapple me, and then I would two-hand my own fists into your head.
Yeah.
You could grapple him, and then it will get very hot.
It already is. Skoros is here. Skoros flips the other half of his hair.
I
would
will
be like-
sweat on you.
It would be like pancreation, but with more blisters and third-degree burns.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we staying in combat or are we leaving combat?
Well,
Well,
we're going to stay in combat long enough to slit this guy's throat, I think.
Well, he has a chance to make the will save, and then he has a chance to not die. But
he's got
you know.
tries to break the will save, tries to break the ropes, tries to break the pin, and then the fourth save from coup de grace.
All right. So, he makes the will save. So he starts to loosen up after those 6 seconds, and he starts to smolder. He starts to boil underneath that, and you can tell that he doesn't. He's got some kind of effect on him that's made him able to do the whole wall thing. Still in effect. So then he's still going to try and struggle against the stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
So-
he can't do it this round though, because he did.
Because he made his
We
will.
broke the whole person.
Okay. All right. Are we going to wait another round?
No.
This is
If
So
that's
what's
not
happening?
Korean's
this
turn.
is double coup de grace round.
Skoros is gonna I'm gonna do him like I did the dragon. I want to like put my make my fingers as sharp as I can and push him up under his throat, and then he has no hair. Stupid giant, no hair. I guess like fingers in his eyes, and then just twist.
Okay.
Automatic crit confirmation for not max damage. That's unfortunate. So 44 points of bludgeoning damage and a DC 54 fortitude save or death.
Was it 10 plus the damage? I thought it was just the damage.
Yeah, 10 plus damage.
10 plus. There's a feat to make it 15 plus.
There is?
What's
So
the fort save is a 50, you said? That's
what did I say?
54.
Yeah, but also
54.
he got a -4 from Evil Eye.
It doesn't matter.
So he has to roll an natural 20 or die, probably.
Well, you can't crit save anyway.
No, being on your side of the screen, Adam, I see why you're so depressed all the time with this game. Jesus.
I didn't know it was 10 plus damage.
Mm-hmm.
So
if I had done it, it would have been a minimum DC of 76.
So
I'm
that
sorry to have
means
taken that from you, my friend.
he is dead. Period.
Which
Which means no questioning.
Now we can leave. Oh, there will be a questioning.
I will be.
Maybe.
Skoros has had to double tap many things. I just looked at Egor and
Well,
nod once.
you guys, very proud of yourselves. He is dead. And I assume you would get the rope back.
No.
You
We
won't
can
get
buy
the
more
rope
rope.
back? Like, okay.
Would you buy more?
Yeah, I think
then-
Egor had one of his hands under the ropes, like you know how a bull rider ties himself to the saddle,
Oh.
and he just like lets go and falls back onto Mockmorian's back, like just like ah,
All
I'm
right.
so tired.
All right, then. So,
Was there anything else in the room he was in?
you don't
Just
know.
curious because those wasps would be going on for 9 rounds.
The wasps ate all the loot. No.
I don't want the loot if the loot is meat.
That's fair. But they do. They'll take it to the butcher shop. That'd be great.
All right. So, you don't see anything, and combat has dropped, we're saying, so all spells start to disappear. We'll go ahead and delete that.
Yeah, the rage ends.
Mm-hmm.
So I go back to 126.
Spells start to fall away. And as things
I'm
start
gonna-
to ease down, you guys start to congregate back together.
Before that happens, I'd like to search his body.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, hold on. Okay, so what we do is we have him, right?
No.
How many creatures is here? So we like 1,
2.
2, 3, 4, 5, and he count is 4. So
I think
9.
it's
How
2
many?
because he's large.
Okay, so it's only 2. So 7. How many people can we teleporting? Running.
6.
6.
Well, because each of us can take 3 additional,
Mhm.
right?
So this
Or
is
can you not teleport right now? So,
Teleport is. Oh, my.
Who here can teleport? Because if it's only one people can do the teleporting plus 3 people, people going to be left behind no matter what.
I can teleport.
I take one of you. And he floats down, places one hand on Mockmorian and one hand out in the air.
Skoros will take it.
What? Are we not? We're just leaving behind giant corpse. I thought
Kai
we
Kai!
were gonna do giant and he's gone. All right, but I'm going through his bed linens first, and I kick this door open.
All right. You kick the door open, and let me reveal.
Kellery.
Yes. Yes, Brasut.
A pair of dire
We're
tiger,
moving over to people.
Okay.
which I will tame and bring back to the circuit.
Yes.
You kick it open. You don't see anything right here. The fog, you see it starting to fade away. You see that there was a denser, thicker fog just beyond that one that also starts to fade away. And then on the, we'll just say that you get far enough in to see this. This odd looking rabbit.
Ah, it's too big! Oh,
Is
Dire Bunny!
leering at you from across.
Oh, it is you! You have come back!
And
I was thinking that troll has eaten you.
You see it, and one of its eyes doesn't look like a normal rabbit's eye. It's like it's tried to change back into what you suppose her eye would have looked like before. And there's patches of fur that are missing that are blue. The skin is blue and a different texture.
Awkward swelling around that eye too, as like the giant part tries to reestablish dominance, and it just looks like a off the side of the head.
And some of the teeth have changed in the front and the jaw, and it kind of winds around that side of the face like a mass, like a blue skin cancerous mass trying to reform. And you see it just leer at you. And you guys...
Mutagen is gone.
Oh, you have really gross pets, Monkey. Is there anything else in here? If I walk in here and everything?
Well, I'll read it to you. This vast chamber might have once been a lecture hall, but now the place is empty of furniture. 6 5-foot-wide pillars, each carved with spiraling patterns of runes, rise up to support the 100-foot-high ceiling. Spread through the hall in neatly organized stacks and piles are arcane trappings, candles, books, scrolls, knives, bundles of powders, and ingredients. The entire place looks like an arcanist's laboratory or storeroom. At the west end of the room, a wide flight of stairs rises up to a stone door in the wall, just north of the 20-foot-wide stage. Here sits a large mound of furs, an immense chair, and a table stacked with high with more book and scrolls. An iron-bound chest sits under the table against the far wall.
Ooh! That looks like something I would keep things inside of.
As you do.
Do you share this information?
There's a lot of learning things in here. And when I get partway into the room, I'm just gonna dump out my backpack and start filling it with scrolls and then when that backpack's full, I'm gonna go over to the iron band chest.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ignore the rabbit.
Okay, you ignore the rabbit. Brasut.
Okay.
You do not mind the angry rabbit.
So can we assume that we all move in here with Egor?
I think it has chicken pox.
Well, these two are gone, right? They teleported away.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Only
They
people
did.
left are y'all. So three blind things. So Skoros is also not there?
No.
Yeah, Skoros took the hand of our shaman friend.
Okay, so 2 blind dudes and 2 blind casters and a single barbarian. And while he's you can hear him stuffing papers into his bag, and you almost get distracted enough, but running off of your past perceptions, you hear
Which?
Get up.
Where?
Get up. Find him. No, you're not.
Oh, that's what that is. Oh, okay. Well, we should really quick, I'm gonna run over to the iron chest and just haul it across the ground towards them.
It's like, oh,
What
we need to
direction
clang, 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 clang.
Yeah.
What direction is the stuff coming from?
The noise is coming from
I assume the far end of this room?
a broken stone wall that was made by someone. And the noise
Okay, I don't see it.
of people coming.
Broken wall.
That's because I'm talking
Right.
about Runemane's wall. It has been broken.
Oh.
Oh,
Add
gotcha.
that
There's two of them.
Rune's wall sounds like a really cool location in a high fantasy setting.
Hmm.
It can totally be later, because you better believe Runemane would be the type to get into real estate.
I'm gonna borrow that.
Runelords, can you make more the walls?
I'm gonna secure up. How high is this door?
It's... The door itself is probably...
No, I'm asking Egor.
Okay.
Oh, we're at
20 feet.
Yeah, how tall is it?
It's about 20 feet tall. Because it's got...
It's like maybe 4 Egors tall.
Okay, I have seen your height, and I'm good enough at math. Brasut gets it. I want to...
Maybe 6. 5 if I stand on tippy toes.
It is a stone door, right?
Don't be exact now, Kane.
It is a regular door.
Is it made of stone?
The door itself is actually made of wood. It's been replaced.
All right, Kellery, let's back up a little, because I'm gonna stuff this area. Yes, wall of iron.
Okie dokie.
It's gonna be back here is a lot of iron.
If you make that entire wall iron, where are you going to get new oxygen from?
We're teleporting out soonish.
Yeah, we're not going to sleep here. I just, I need 10 minutes to run up these stairs into this room. I see that door.
Fair enough.
There is door, and I'm gonna when they're done all that, when they finish doing their amazing magic.
One standard action.
Yes. I'm gonna lead them towards the center of the room where the chest is. I was like, okay, you stay here. I will be right back. Do not leave without me.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a point.
So you run up there?
Yeah, then I'm gonna run up the stairs past the rabbit.
The rabbit moves over here.
Didn't Boldrago say something about a rabbit?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Because I know what it is, but
yeah. He said that he changed in rabbit, and Brasut knows what he's talking about. Because he's seen the memory.
Yeah.
So
there's a really messed up looking rabbit here. I do think it's a rabbit. It could be like a beaver with the mumps.
you see,
going on here.
The rabbit kind of looks at you and makes an obscene gesture with both of its arms.
I think it might also have Tourette's. What's in this door, Dungeon Master?
Rubble.
Fair.
Damn it.
Do you want to take the rabbit?
Yes.
Whilst we're in the steal everything that isn't bolted down mode, you want to...
Brasut says yes.
Yeah.
He would like to take the rabbit.
The rabbit attempts to run. You hear...
I can outrun the rabbit. You and I both know I can outrun the rabbit.
The rabbit immediately hearing that starts to run, so you have to run after the rabbit. It starts to get real hot over by that metal door. Metal iron.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
While he's doing this, I'm stuffing everything I can into anything I can.
You're literally blindly groping and just putting stuff in.
Stuff in items.
Because I can't do anything better.
Yeah, Brasut's most likely also wildly looting.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the rabbit, bring him back to the chest, and be like, okay, we're gonna take this all. We gotta go. We gotta go now. I think they are here at the iron door.
Starts to glow red.
Oh! There's a percentage roll here.
Yeah, for teleport. For a cave.
Yeah, for you guys to
need a place to go into. Sandpoint.
You do need to go ahead and grapple that creature. Was the 37 enough for you to get back to the cave, Boldrago? Should be, right?
Yeah.
It's actually lower is better.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So mine is close to not okay, but it's good.
Oh, okay. I see. High is bad.
Does a 30 grapple the rabbit?
Yeah, a 30 grapples the rabbit.
I catch him. We can go now.
We still have a cart and whatnot. I know you'd rather go to... Like, later on I can prepare stuff and we could, like, quick teleport you, but we have a nice cart.
Okie dokie.
All right. Using C9 the chest.
All right. So you guys rustle and rummage around real quick, grab everything, and teleport back to the cave itself. So,
what in the hell is wrong?
As we appear just a couple inches above the ground with, what, like a 400-pound iron chest.
Also, loot is good.
All right.
I think it has the mumps.
Yeah.
So, Adam, in the interim, as they were all getting all of the wealth by level for your boy Skoros, might Skoros have found a note from someone in the cave?
You started. We'll get to the note soon because you guys you arrive there. You know, you hear the pig sleeping, and all that, and you wouldn't know to look for anything yet. And you're waiting for everybody else to get there. Kind of a tension-filled, like, minute or two, because they're not too far behind you because of stuff happening. So they grab that rabbit. They get, oh yeah, less than 5 minutes because of having to. All he did was run, and he runs fast. So all he did was run up there, check the door, grab the box, grab the rabbit, and come back. So that was enough time for
Adam,
people to
if it was
scrape
less
stuff.
than 5 minutes, can I time them?
You can.
Sorry, I had to.
If we were in combat. But everybody kind of gets there. You guys check the... more on your mind was OPSEC, so you check the front door of the cave, your makeshift cave, and look around. It doesn't seem like it's been disturbed too much. And you're starting to come back and talk to Boldrago, and you hear this beside you guys, and there's the the stuffs. So,
guys, we stole his shit, and the rabbit.
And the rabbit. I think that rabbit has cancer. Do not let it near Pig. Pig, look out! And I would try to shield Pig's body from poor rabbit cancer.
Well, as you start to shield Pig's body, you step on a foot, and there's a person's foot.
Oy, by the starry lights of Dersenal, I only had the pig laying down for a minute. Why in the God's name? Just, you all turn to see a figure just pull back his hood. Looks mostly human, although his eyes are a bit more serpentine. You actually see several scales across his face, and he just looks up at you guys. Oh. Hello.
You have 3 seconds to prove to me you are not with the giants before I snap your neck. 1.
Willton told me where this place was.
What? Where is it? Quick pivot. Go from I'm going to break this dude's neck. Oh.
I presume you're Skoros since that worked. Oh god. Let me just see. He sits up. Oh, forgive me. I've been walking forever. Well, flying. I can fly. Flying for. It doesn't sound the same. Yeah. Willton. Right, that's the dude you wanted to talk to me about. I don't know. I ran into him, like, an hour ago, however long ago I did. He was heading south, and, I just bumped into him. And I was I'm from Sandpoint, by the way. My name's Lintor Feely. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm not really from Sandpoint. My mom grew up there. It's a long story. I heard about what you guys were doing, and I was like, oh, hey, I know the magic. I know the ways around the arcane stuff. I can speak a lot of languages. I'm pretty good at adventuring. Why don't I go see if I can help these people out? Because, apparently you're something Desna related? Yeah.
That is correct. What was your name? What?
Lintor Feely.
Lintor. I am Skoros. Skoros of... Skoros the Dragon Slayer. And he'll offer his hand.
It is better named Skoros of Sandpoint.
I think so as well.
I just take his hand and he pull him up. He's actually like 6 foot something. Just looks over you. You hate dragons?
No, there was starts touching the side of head. A dragon came and, I wrestled him to the ground, broke his neck. Fell many feet. One where I did not throw up everywhere.
Well, that was about to make things a bit more awkward, and I kind of scratch at the scales on my chin. Or, no, on my chest.
Bite this now. Oh.
Yeah, the blood of the dragons was pretty strong in me.
So, was your mom the dragon, or was it...
No.
Not the red dragon, right? About this big horn like this, pulls out the damn bone.
Oh. No, I'm of the silver bloodline. This is no concern to me. It's a red dragon. Those things tend to be assholes anyway.
I know, right?
From what I've experienced of them. Not very often, but no. And the whole dragon thing, my mother is a sorceress with similar powers. Not as tough as me, because she kind of stopped adventuring when she had me, but she was the one that gave me my more dragon-y powers, and then I learned a bit of magic from my father, and he was a bit of a wizard and stuff.
So, I was under the impression that this cave was sealed, but we leave it? Is this no longer true?
Oh, I sealed it back. I'm not super strong. I'm mildly strong. Once again, blood of the dragons kind of make things a bit easier. I can take a beating. I'm really good at that.
Good.
Okay.
Which does not explain how you found our little abode.
Yeah, I have several questions.
Okay, first off, Willton told me the right direction, kind of, and then I walked that way, and then I just simply listened for the sounds of a pig.
I suppose that is quite the tell.
And that sounds very much like directions Wilton would give.
It also helped that I held out a few very rancid apples. The pig smelled it quite early on and made some noise, and I was like, oh, found it. Moved the door aside a bit, came in, moved it back, and then I took a nap. But yeah, so that's how I got here. Oh yeah, Skoros. He kind of reaches into his pockets and then pulls. He's kind of wait. Oh, and then he reaches down to the pig's collar and takes off a piece of paper and hands it to you. Milton told me to give this, or make sure you got this, or make sure the pig didn't eat this.
I nod and unfold it.
And it is indeed a note
folded.
from Skoros, from Willton.
Oh, future me! Oh,
Oh my. We're crossing the timelines now. The note just simply reads, Skoros, I have to go. I hate to leave you and the rest behind, but Desna is watching over you and leading you in your path. I know I have another path. One to the south. I must consult with my father a bit. And then I think the two of us need to make plans to find our mother. My mother. I will be back if you need me. And especially if Desna wills it, but for now, please do forgive me. I must save what little family I still have left. And you? There's also kind of like on the bottom, scribbled in, and you see it's in a different handwriting, and at that point, Lintor goes, oh yeah, that's kind of an add-on. He told me to add on. And it just reads, B.S. I sent this totally awesome dragon sorcerer dude to help you out. He's like totally cool and has all the blasting spells and can freeze things and is totally awesome. You should have him help you.
Yeah, that's what it says at the bottom.
Yeah. The last bit, a bit verbatim. I didn't remember his exact phrases, but I think that's pretty close.
Of course. Skoros will, as careful as he can, fold up the note and put it somewhere safe.
But yeah, he seemed perfectly fine when I ran into him. A little bit beaten up, but he kind of explained something attacked him while he got separated from you guys. And he just used some teleportation magic to get out of there. He wasn't certain where to go other than just... And at that point, Lintor just points up.
Makes sense. Well, everyone, Willton is safe. And you?
Hi.
If you are good enough for my brother, you are good enough for me. And I'll clap you on the shoulder.
There's actually like a solid thud, because what's your strength?
Much less than your own.
I mean, I'm only 14.
Oh, okay, one less than your own.
Oh yeah, there's still like a sound of, well, my constitution's a 20.
Just silver scales.
All right.
Yeah, and I just look back at you. Yeah. So, I was told there were giants?
Okay.
There are fewer giants now.
Do you
One less.
do you speak Veritian? I ask in Veritian.
Of course, I respond in Veritian.
Do you speak halfling? I say in halfling.
I look over at you, shake my head. Which language is that one? That's one of the few I don't know.
Nobody speak halfling. You think you're so clever because you know ancient
Hello.
language,
No,
in halfling.
but nobody
we-
speak halfling.
I say hello in halfling.
Oh,
No!
we just became best friends.
Did we just become
Yeah.
best friends? Yeah!
Yeah, you want to go do karate in the garage? Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing karate all over. What was the name of that dungeon? We've been there so long, I don't remember.
Your fist.
All over Jorgen has been doing karate. I'm going to learn how to be an archer now. Shot bracket, shot pew pew.
So,
I'll take out a book in my a pouch and pull out a book and just learn halfling next. Sorry, I just figured out undercommon. Really confusing. It sounds like at first you just wrap it around backwards common, but it's not. And it's only more annoying when you try to learn the drow dialects and whatnot. Yeah.
So I have one more question. Who wrote Gazeboy on the map? I leave this map here for us to use, later. I have a copy because we come all the way up and then we have to go all the way. What is a Gazeboy?
I think we have to attack it. It must be a monster.
Right?
What?
Oh,
Why?
wait. Oh, wait, actually, wait a second. And then he does respond, hello, in halfling. I just realized that I actually need to have 33 more skills.
I thought you were going to say 33 more languages. I was about to just shit all over
No,
it.
I have 33 more skill range.
I have tongues.
I only have 7 in
tongues.
linguistics. Yeah, I forgot. My intelligence went up to a 26. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Somebody did doodle
Yeah,
Gazeboy on your
I'm
map,
counting-
though. So,
Why? Ooh.
What is this? It's in. I'm assuming it's in Boldrago's handwriting. It must be.
you've never seen Boldrago's handwriting.
Yeah, you don't know his handwriting.
I suspect it is you. I do not know what this word is, but whatever a gazebo is, it is most unamusing to Egor.
Pig.
Boldrago, can we talk about the fact that, well, Brasut and myself can't see at the moment, and I assume that you can't directly either?
With my eyes, no.
You guys can't see?
They were blinded in giant dungeon by being made of light, but not Egor. His eyes are far too mighty.
Oh. Well, it's a good thing I don't just see. I don't know.
Well, if I could prepare my extracts tomorrow, I could fix this problem for all of us. I can't read my formulary.
Do we stay here for tonight, or do we, leave and fix it tomorrow on the road? Because I know we come here because it was safe, but it's a long way to go to carry all of these things. You know, I don't really want to. I'm very tired.
So why do we not sleep for the night, teleport to the cart, and then go then?
You guys need to teleport?
It's just faster.
I mean, I can teleport.
That's good.
It is not bad.
I don't suppose you can cure blindness.
I think for a moment. No, I mean, the closest thing I can do is enhance my seeing ability, like seeing in magical darkness and stuff like that.
Maybe there is something in the chest, and Skoros is going to try to open the chest. Oops, TBK. And it's trapped.
Fair enough.
Is it even unlocked?
The chest is not unlocked when you try and yank on it. So, but it does not trip a trap.
Kellery will open tomorrow. Everything will be better tomorrow.
Indeed. Boldrago, why did you... And I'm going to, kick Mukmurian in the ribs. Friend.
Because he's still wearing his pants.
Oh, yeah.
I brought him because he's our friend.
Oh, of course. That totally makes sense. But why do we have a corpse? Why is there a corpse in the cave with us?
Oh. Yeah, I thought you guys were just I'm gonna shut up now.
As far as I know, it's Mokmorian's fault for the war.
What do you mean?
As far as we know, he's the one starting it. By assaulting the Sandpoint.
Is it really a war?
You think the giants will disperse now that we have cut the head off?
Yeah, well, if we have killed him now and this is true, have we not just martyred him for rest of giants?
You hear a wind blow outside. It stirs up. And on the wind, through the cracks in the door, it howls, and it enters the nostrils of Mokmorian, whose extra earth has kind of fallen away, and he's kind of gone back into his actual form. And his body jerks and shakes. And kind
So I
of,
know I can't interrupt what's about to happen, but as he keeps moving and stuff happens, I want to be constantly punching his temple. And that's
Okay.
all I'll say.
so
Temple.
you
Go
continue
to sleep, go to sleep, go to
stamp,
sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
and
Yeah.
the jaw comes like this, and the face kind of caves in, and the skull caves, and it just keeps raising up and standing up, and it kind of almost gets off the ground for a second, and it kind of rests kind of jankily, off kilter. And you hear from inside a voice that is not Mokmorian's. It says, "So these are the heroes of the age. More like gasping worms to me. Worms to be crushed back into the earth when I awaken the armies of Zinshalast. When the name of Karzog is again spoken with fear and awe."
What's a Karzog?
Continues to punch.
Is that a knowledge arcana check?
He
Figure
doesn't
out who
stop
that is?
talking.
Fair.
Yeah, I didn't figure he did.
And as you continue to push and punch, your fist just gets pushed further and further away from the face. "Know that the deaths of those marked by the Sihedron, the giant you have so conveniently slain for me, hasten my return, just as yours soon will. Fools, all of you. Is this all you could manage in 10,000 years?" And it crumples to the ground. And the body itself kind of seems to have borne the brunt of a lot of it. Like, the jaw is just absolutely broken. And the whole side of the face from the attacks from Skoros. And as that air wind leaves and kind of disperses, the flesh of the body kind of flakes away a bit. It kind of falls to the ground. As it falls to the ground,
Magpie, what in the seven hells have you gotten us into?
You mean to tell me that all of that... I'm going to, if I need to make a check, I will. I want to grab Chernobog's hammer and collapse Mockmurian's chest and just keep going until there's nothing left.
well, it's definitely harder for you to lift it than it is for Egor.
Yeah,
I have 13, thank you.
You really be trying to? Okay.
Yeah, I gooned my knowledge history check, but does that name sound familiar to a Thessalonian scholar?
Oh, yes.
Throw a d6 at that, Investigator.
I rolled it.
I don't know well enough to stop him from mutilating the corpse so Boldrago can't talk to it, but I will stop him if Boldrago asks me to.
I rolled it.
Yeah,
I rolled it.
I was about to ask you because we're in like a fairly small cave, and there's like blood squirting all over, I would imagine.
Yeah, Poogie's hiding in
Kind
the
of.
corner.
Yeah, it's kind of
He's hiding behind me.
gross just for that reason.
Kellery's demanding to know what's going on because I still can't see anything.
Oh, God.
So,
There's combat again, sword comes out, and it's really sharp, and there's not much room in here.
Everybody stop! And I grab Chernobog's hammer.
Skoros will heave once, and then just, punch, they'll Kyle the wall as hard as possible.
I think in the midst of your brawler fury, you get it, you go for the overhead, and Egor's got the back of it, and Egor actually comes a couple inches off the ground, and it goes from a very serious expression to oh shit.
Lintor actually said,
Can I have those names again? Because Brasut is definitely going to actively try to remember them to research this later.
Zinshalast. Karzog.
Okay, how do I spell that?
Okay. Make me
You know,
for stuff off the top of your head, make me a history roll to accompany Jason's.
Okay.
I also made a history roll as well.
I'd also, I just wanted to know how to spell it just to write it down.
I got a 28 on my history roll.
28? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if it's Arcana, that becomes a 39. But with history, it's only a 28. Sorry, I had to take skill focus Arcana to qualify for full and all that sort of stuff. So my Arcana knowledge is just full low now.
Yeah. Okay, so 26 from both Jason and Levi. And
that difference in modifier.
Yeah. And then 28 from 28 from Lintor without the benefit of being a scholar of Thassalon. So,
Jason, did you roll your D8? Did you get that for free on knowledge checks you're trained in?
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
While he rolls that, could you spell out the name so I can write him down? Because I'm actually taking notes.
They're in the roll 20.
Oh, I'm bad at things then. I'm bad at things. Cool.
So that kicks me up to a 32.
Okay, so a 32, a 28, and a 26. And the Thessalonian, you guys start to look at each other and bounce ideas back and forth. And what starts to come to light is, when you start to think about it, Zinshalast, it's pronounced both ways, is a legendary lost city, and it's rumored to be somewhere in the Kodar Mountains. Stories hold that Zinshalast had gold streets and gemstone buildings, and sat upon the gaze of a mountain that could see. Sat under the gaze of a mountain that could see. And thinking about it, Zinshalast was also the capital of an empire called Shalast, one of the 7 that composed the ancient empire of Thassalon. Legend holds that Zinshalast lay in the headwaters of the sacred river Ava, which Varisian folklore says leads to an earthly paradise sacred to Desna. Unfortunately, no record of where this river may have once flowed exists today, and most scholars believe the river itself to have been destroyed during Earthfall.
Do I know any of that?
You know basically just the first thing about Zinshalast, that it's basically like El Dorado. I mean, you can hear about El Dorado. So.
Oh, sorry. I was just curious about what the Scholar of Thassalon is.
It's not a feat. It's just something they get that I give them for being students of Thassalon.
I mean, my character also speaks Thessalonian as well.
Yeah, but we were working with Thessalonian scholars as our backstory.
I'm just curious, but that's fair. They would know more than me. I just know Thessalonian because, hey, I can learn languages easily.
And did we get anything for Karzog?
The best you can get is you've heard Karzog, and you've heard about Runelords and stuff, and Kellery kind of remembers somewhat. Let me see. Kellery got 36. That's right. 36. Or 32.
32.
But still real good.
He remembers that of them, Karzog sounds associated with Greed. The Runelord of Greed, probably. If his memory serves correctly.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, we'll compare notes on that, and later when things settle down, I'll take the time to really rack my brain and take 20 on the roll.
Okay.
So that'll put it at 42 plus a D8 of inspiration.
Well, it's not really inspiration.
No, it's not correct.
It's your
So,
own thing. It's cool though. It isn't.
so is that what we're going to do then? And people are going to rest?
I want to use stone shape. So, well, actually, I want to ask what we're doing with the corpse.
That's up to y'all.
Yes, why?
I'm asking them, yes. Like the rest of our group. How are we handling the corpse? Because I don't want to...
Well, I'm going to take all of its belongings.
Oh, is it
Take
loot
anything of
time?
value.
Is it loot time?
That was the reason. That was the reason for taking the corpse, was so that I didn't have to waste time divesting it of its valuables.
Okay.
You know, while the dragon melted its way into the room,
So,
and so we could talk
should
to
I
it.
be doing anything?
We're,
Do you guys just eviscerate all the corpses of your enemies normally?
Only the ones that talk when they are dead and tell me what I did was for nothing.
To be fair, I don't think what you did was for nothing. It seems more so like he was probably mocking you, so as to make you mad. Which, I mean, he seems to have succeeded, but hey, you know.
Seems he did.
Okay. You guys ready?
What?
Does someone have a document open?
I mean,
I've got-
I
Oh,
am
well,
not
okay.
responsible to keep track of your loot. I only give it to you, children.
Well, we got
Okay,
the loot
so-
that is fat. The fat loot.
It still sounds like multiple people have this open somewhere that they can post it later.
Yep.
Okay. You ready?
yes. Personally.
Scroll of Limited Wish.
Aha!
Wand of Bear's
I
Endurance.
wish I could leadership Willton.
Wand of Bear's Endurance, 12 charges, it looks like. We're just assuming that
Okay.
you guys actually think about actually take time to assess these things.
I mean, it doesn't specify that Kellery has to be able to see it to know what it does.
That's true.
That is correct.
I mean, can I roll Knowledge Arcana to identify stuff?
Yeah, you
I
guys
get
would be
spellcraft.
taking time. You guys would be taking
Oh,
time
if
to
it's
do stuff.
spellcraft, oh, that's only a plus 24.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
+1
God
defending spell storing club.
Give me a second to write all that.
Yeah.
I wish we still had a magus.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
man, I'll hit
God,
someone with
I'm
shocking grasp.
sorry. Jesus, Tommy, I'm so sorry.
No, actually, I'm not. I don't know what defending is, but I know spell storing is 1. I think that's a +3 item. That's
It's basically
money!
like having a shield and on your stuff.
Right, I know what defending does. I just don't know what the cost is. I think it's
I
+3.
mean, you could always just put Dispel Magic into the club and just basically have a club that's good for getting rid of magical walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bag of Holding
No, that's-
type 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Fog cutting lenses.
Oh, those have been really useful a second ago.
Yeah, it's a wonder why he used so much fog, huh?
I see now. Okay.
A rather bloody and nasty robe of runes.
Prestidigitation. Zhao, go fix my mess.
A key. Let me make sure to what shape. Oh,
I thought I was playing my investigator for a second. You mentioned there was a key, and I got real excited for no reason.
No, that
Hey.
sounds like delicious.
it is a key, but it's definitely a Sihedron key. So, 500
have
gold
prevent-
pieces in diamond dust. And spell books. Did you hear the chills go down their spine? You know, it's just like. There you go. All right.
I hear something else going on over there.
Yep.
The hand slidey of greed.
Yeah. So, He keeps his spellbooks in the bag of holding, and apart from containing all the spells he has prepared, which I can tell you in a minute, this extensive collection also contains most of the spells in the core rulebook up through and including 6th level spells. Feel free to introduce new spells, blah 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 blah.
Oh, this is why they tell you to play a wizard. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
Rise gives out a lot of spellbooks.
Happy birthday to Brasut.
This is a good day.
Runemane.
So the spells he had prepared and was unable to get to round casting. I don't have to list all these off. They're in the book.
He has all of them. Every up to 6th level spell. Jesus.
Okay.
What are the higher level spells he has? Because I don't know what he cast.
6th.
I know he had Disintegrate.
Yeah, 6th was his highest level. So he's got all 6th level spells. And lower.
All first through 6?
In your list.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounded like most, if not all, spells levels 1 through 6.
Of wizardiness.
Of wizardiness, yes. Of wizardiness.
Yes, which is wonderful because
God.
Yeah.
we need to get back
Oh, God.
and make more books.
Yeah. Oh my God. I should have
So the
played
question
an
is,
alchemist.
does the
Should've
key
played
lead
that.
to the chest by any chance?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
It seems to have
Okay.
an arcane
We have a
lock,
locksmith.
not a regular lock.
Egor can make a strength check to break the lock.
I mean, I was gonna say we have a locksmith or a pry bar. Like,
That is
A
fair.
lock?
You know,
Wait. There's a lock, an arcane lock.
There is an arcane lock.
and even if there wasn't, we just got the ability to cast knock. Let's just sit for a little bit and Runemane can...
I mean,
Yeah.
What happens if I just cast dispel magic on it?
yeah, well,
People,
don't.
stop,
Because what's inside?
stop.
We don't want
Everybody,
to
stop.
fight another Shining Child right now.
I'm good to go.
Shut up, you.
I feel that thing.
And what?
I don't need to know its exact
Hey.
location. Hit it with an AOE.
Yeah, but you'll hit us. It's a small
Yeah.
room.
If you hit me, I will hit you.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast
He
Fireball.
Fireball.
Wait, no. That's the thing. I have selective spell, the meta magic selective spell.
Oh, happy day.
Well,
All right.
No, it won't hit you guys.
So you guys rest for the night then? Does anybody do anything over the night as you guys are assessing the loot and so on and so forth?
Sleep.
Kind of.
I cast Talk to Dead,
You
As
do?
soon as things start to calm
but it will
down,
probably not work.
probably not work. Adam, what is the present calendar?
What is the present calendar date? Let me look for you.
I mean, on the off chance, make sure you search the corpse for a quieting needle.
What?
Okay.
Quieting needle.
What is that? What?
It's a one-use magic item. You slip into a corpse, or I suppose technically you could do it into a body, and it would remain there while there were a corpse. It prevents Speak with Dead from working.
Ah, fair enough. Neato.
It
I have messed
is.
like a jaw. I have no idea.
Are you asking what the day is now?
Yes, the present calendar date as I go to lay down.
You guys, as best as you can tell, it is probably the beginning of Farast. You don't have a calendar with you, I suppose.
Okay. So Skoros is gonna just lay down, put his head against the wall, just birthday! I almost forgot! Oh, what day is it? Any of you?
I actually think it's about the beginning of Harash, but I don't have a calendar on me. That's a rough estimate, my friend.
One of you is smart.
Yes, I think many of us are smart.
So what day is it?
Hold on. I'm gonna go outside. Can I roll some sort of knowledge to try and figure out what day it is? Like the stars and whatnot.
I guess that, like, a star calendar date, it'd still give you the rough estimate of, the beginning of
dude,
Farast.
I barely know what day it is. For real. Like,
You can roll me...
Okay, what would a 29 on an intelligence check get me?
Okay. You do not follow any particular deity, right?
Me? No.
Okay, and then you go outside and look up at the stars, right?
Yeah.
Roll
That's only a 20, though.
only a 20? Okay. It's the beginning of
if you know
Farast.
any other knowledge other than Arcana?
It's not gonna be Arcana.
Like a geography for the stars, I guess? I don't know.
I guess that'd be the closest thing, but so that's a 29.
I think it's actually a survival check.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
it is actually a survival check. It is a
That's
survival
only
check.
a 4.
So the knowledge of it is it's the beginning of Farast. The actual date getting is a little esoteric. Now there would be a calendar in the
In the room we left behind.
there'd be but there would be also be a calendar in the
Wagon.
There we go.
And survival check 21.
21,
I had a 24.
24.
Mhm.
Working together, it's the first few days of Farast.
I mean, if you want to, how many miles away is Sandpoint?
That depends. Did you fly or did you walk? And if you flew, you can't really count the same days.
No, I'm asking, like, how many miles away, roughly, is it?
It depends on how many mountains we're flying over.
I think he might teleport.
Yes, straight line.
Just distance. Because he could teleport, find the date, and teleport back.
Yeah, sorcerer.
I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine with me if you want to burn a teleport for it.
Alright, that'd actually be 2 5th level spell slots, but I have 5 normally, so that's fine.
Oh gosh, if we left the cart, we could just take everyone back to Sandpoint.
I'll just kind of like look over to Skoros and say, hold on 1 second, and then, whoop, I'm gone.
Skoros says, it cannot be before the 6th of Farast. I have not missed this in all of my life.
Just like,
There was one to drink.
I'm gonna imagine I just pop into the rusty dragon and just kind of like land there. Do I see the people there?
Ooh, this is at night. Everybody started to go to sleep, and so there's this little halfling lady that goes woo and runs into the kitchen.
She would know me. She's the person, like the first person I met.
You're
Remember
also
the backstory?
You're also somebody who just went poof into the room.
Wait, Miss, it's me, Lintor. You know, Shelly's son.
Oh, and she starts to come out, and she goes, "Oh, sorry."
Sorry, no, it's fine. I can teleport.
Oh, okay.
I was just curious. Oh, I found those people you were telling me about, like Skoros and all of them. I found them.
Oh, did you find, was the
Egor?
the halfling man?
The gentleman you were telling me about?
Yeah. And she starts to polish the
Yeah.
the top of the thing.
He kind of like actually sits down on the bar stool, catches her eye, grins. I see why you like him.
What? No. And she gets all red.
Oh, don't lie to me. I can tell it all over your face.
And she just goes, oh.
It's fine. Yes, no, they're all there. Alive, too. I was just curious. What day is today?
It's the 1st of Farast. Well,
1st of Farast.
it's the night of the 1st of Farast.
Obviously. Thanks. I was having some trouble with that. I'm going to head back to them now. I'm not exactly certain how to get around. They had a question, and I thought I'd come and get the answer. Oh! While I'm here, and I'm just going to, like, tap my fingers on the counters and then look at her. Can I, get some wine or something? Some nice alcohol? Maybe some drinks? Some nicer food?
She kind of looks at you.
I reach into my bag and pull out 10 gold and just put it on the counter.
And she, okay. And she goes back and she gets a wine. She gets you a wineskin, and she says, "Hold on a few minutes." And so she goes and she does starts getting stuff around, and then you see she comes back, and she's got this. It's a picnic basket, is what it is.
Oh yeah.
She's made a little basket, and you
Does
can
it have spaghetti in it?
And it has spaghetti in it.
Yeah.
The whole basket is just, there's no
With-
plate, no means of sealing. You just open and it's just full of spaghetti.
And
Imagine she gives me like 2, because it's like for a group of 8 people or so.
And so
No,
she
it's
sets
7.
it up there, and she says, just this one's for him. And you guys can have this one.
I put 10 more gold down. The body will be so late. Hopefully we'll be back soon enough, and I'll make sure he gets his, his special soup. Well, I'm heading back now. I'm gonna pick those up. I'll be back hopefully soon. If anything else comes up, I'll be sure to let you all know. And thanks again. My mother was right about you, by the way. You are a very kind lady. I could see why you two were such good friends.
Oh, yeah, she's nice. Just bye, Lynn.
Bye. And I'm gonna just pop back.
And he
So I
pops
just,
back.
Half an hour later, pops back carrying 2 picnic baskets.
Egor,
Back.
you're kind of, and then you and Poogie both go.
Spaghetti!
I would know this smell any place and where.
I think you know who told me to give this to you then, and I'll hand Egor his special basket.
Oh, we are the best of friends. You bring me spaghetti.
You guys,
And I'll just put down like the other basket.
you guys open yours. There's some meatballs in it. They're about this size and stuff like that. When Egor opens his, there's meatballs, all right, but they're like this big around.
From my special dragon maiden to make me much better.
It's all well and good. What day is it?
The first of harass.
The first?
The night is...
The first. You're sure?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna bear hug the new guy.
Oh.
All of you, listen up. In 5 days, I turn 26 years old. And when that happens, by Desna, we will drink! And just, slams the side of his hand into, whatever the nearest closest thing is. And I'm
Just more the wall.
Just, we will drink! Punches, the wine. It's just, oops.
Oh yeah, just punches the wine and just spills everywhere. I just kind of raise up a hand and then just
But not that one! That one is, no!
I specifically asked for some nice wine. Okay, it'll be fine.
I will buy the first round for everyone in Sandpoint is on me. We'll drink the town dry. And now I'm going to bed. And I'm just going to collapse at the softest rock I can find, which is probably Poogie.
If you guys want me to, I could just teleport us all back now. Or most of us. I still have a few more teleports in me. Just kind of
What about the wagon?
There's a wagon?
It's
Yes.
fairly well hidden.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I flew here, for the most part.
That's the point of hiding it.
Well, yeah, I know. I was more so trying to let you know that you did an excellent job.
I say thank you, and you notice that I'm about 10 degrees off axis as I'm talking to you.
Oh, just take the W, man.
But, yeah, so, okay. At the very least, I can get back to town quickly if we need to be. So, well, we have a few more minutes. I'm just gonna sit down. So, what can you guys do? I could tell you what I could do, and then you guys could tell me what you can do. I'm really good with magic, obviously. I'm pretty good with the spells. I'm really good with cold magic, like watch, and I'm just gonna ignite a fire, like a bit, but either Brasut and Runemane would be able to tell as a fireball spell, like in my hand. And then I'll just slowly, like, close my hand around a bit, and they'll see the ball shrink, and then turn into what appears to be almost a shard of ice. Effectively, I'm just burning a 4th level spell slot to show off the elemental meta magic. Or I just, like, crush into my hand.
Of course, all the people you could impress with that of a magical bent can't see it.
You made little light
he
balls.
does that, and then he looks over and
Is
says,
this
"Cool,
is this special magic for you, little light balls?
So,
Oh, wait. Oh, they're blind.
I wish I was me, deaf, not blind.
I just like, slap my forehead really loud. I can manipulate the elemental affinity of my spells. I can turn them into more native cold spells and whatnot, which are more aligned to my whole being a silver dragon. Spawn.
okay. So you
That
guys
was
continue
really-
to visit then, as best you can. And as you do, would you like to know, since we are basically getting you guys all the rest of the stuff, you guys visit over the night, and
I guess Mockmorion has a save he has to make. There was when we started freaking out about birthdays, there was a Speak with Dead that someone tried to cast.
that's and what's the DC?
You basically need to roll a 1. It's just 18.
Oh no. No, he definitely does not want to talk to you.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to talk to you. You guys are... And it's frustrating. And then you have to listen to all those loud humans and do their thing. And that halfling, he was not quite as loud, but sometimes as loud. And then now it's like, So,
So, what can the rest of you guys do?
and that picks up.
I lift things up and I put them down.
Oh, that's neat. You seem like some sort of, I don't know, muscle man?
No, it's correct. It's why I say I lift things up and I put them down. I'm very good at it.
Remind me of this one circus I saw back when I was a little kid. That was like, what, 10 years ago?
Whereabouts did you see this circus?
Oh, south of here. My family lives more so in the, core, inner sea area. I think,
South of
Mm-hmm.
yeah. My map of Galar in my head is still something I'm learning.
No, the gold, whatever the name it was, I gave it. The Gold Menagerie is significantly north of here.
All right.
You said you remind me of that circus. I didn't say it was that circus.
No, I was more thinking of myself then.
So,
It's like very far south. They had a lot of cool people. And elephants.
The elephants in the south.
Bald
Yeah,
ones.
I imagine they probably came from the Empire. Or, that area. Where all the Serenites are from. So we have Strongman. And Skoros, I think he's asleep.
Skoros is snoring, sawing logs with an adamantine saw.
Yeah.
so
I think is he good at punching things? He keeps punching the wall and doesn't seem to flinch that much.
Yes.
Egor is like
Okay.
right behind Skoros on the sleeping front. That's why his answer was so simplistic.
What about you two? The elf and the dwarf.
this will be interesting because he's very talkative and he continues to query you guys on Ross's
I
character.
took a nap at a very bad time.
He continues to
Yeah,
query you
You're
guys.
just wide awake and everybody else is done.
And the problem is,
I know.
the only people with rings of sustenance are the ones that are going to have to continue to be probed for knowledge, and they're the ones that are kind of antisocial. So,
Like, what are you two up to? What are your guys' names? Wait. You're Bramian. And, Bramian, right? That's what Willton said, I think. Bramian and, you look like a Tom, I say as I point to, like, but that's not it. What is it, guy's name? I'm bad with names.
Brasut.
Brasut?
Just call me Kellery.
Oh, wow, I was really off with that. I am so sorry.
Don't worry, if Wilton told you, I understand.
So, what do you two do?
from the others.
I'm just eating a bit of spaghetti, just like looking around. They should have eaten before they went to bed. It's going to be cold in the morning.
So, you guys,
I make stuff.
Yeah, you guys with the brains continue to. All the magic users except for the shaman decide to stay up. I don't think the shaman wants to stay up.
You're
talk.
Everyone in
making
the
an
party is-
assumption we're staying up.
Oh, so there's a difference between having to sleep for 8 hours and choosing to sleep for 8 hours then? Is that how this ring
They
of
just take off
sustenance
the
thing
ring of
works?
sustenance and go back to bed, put it on in the morning.
But that's
No.
dangerous when you take off a ring of sustenance.
No, you
Try and
leave
talk
it
to
on, but you
Tend to
just
sleep.
you stay very quiet and very still.
He tries
In
to
my
figure
case,
out
I will go over. I was good. I didn't laugh at Kellery when he said he was turning 26.
You are Kellery, I'm Skoros.
Yes, I'm pushing 26 after my first century.
Good, I'm so proud of you. Goes back to bed.
But I didn't laugh at him for that. So I'm just going to politely curl up into a ball, put my head away from wherever the noise of our new friend is, and get
At this point,
really
he's going through like all of his languages, like, "Ooh, can you understand this?" And like Thessalonian, and then Aklo, and then Common, and then he goes, "Wait, this is Common Death," and then he goes to Celestial, and then Infernal, and then Abyssal. I think he knows about 20 languages, or no, more like 15.
All right.
If he understands ancient Osiriani, one of the things that he hears as Kellery is, making his preparation is a old Osiriani prayer asking the gods to take his soul gently into that great and beyond.
I don't think I actually know that one. No, he'll be like, "Oh, that's another one to learn."
If nothing else, Brasut would get it.
Yes, Brasut would.
So,
Syrian, right?
No, we don't say what it is, unless you
No,
can figure
you
it out
don't.
on your own.
I'll go roll a linguistics check. I need a dice. I accidentally put my dice away. Here we go. Here's one. Come on, lucky orange. That's, yeah, that's, let me just quickly, 31. 31 to identify the language.
that's that Osirian language you've been meaning to learn.
Oh, wait. Are you guys speaking in Osirian? Oh, can you guys teach me? I've been meaning to learn it.
It's just for personal use right now.
Well,
I
it'd be
really
great if you
do.
teach me it. Then we can all use it, and then we'll be able to, work better as a team. Because very few people know that language, especially in this area. Oh, can you speak Cyclops? I say in Cyclops.
And with that,
Wait,
we
is
fade to the
Cyclops-
next day.
Yeah.
Because after all that and a strangely tiring night for those
I
with
would
the
go to
Ring of
bed
Sustenance.
eventually.
His mouth eventually tires him out, and we're gonna say that you guys are able to get your eyes back. Things get undone. You're able to get into the chest, and all of this. Let's go over the stuff you gathered up first. All those papers and all that type of stuff you gathered up first. A lot of it is fragmented notes about spell components or this or that of spells that you're familiar with or that you know of. The equipment that got shoveled in by the laboratory equipment that got shoveled in by
Kellery.
No, well, some by Kellery, but a lot of it was too heavy for Kellery because it was made for a giant. That Egor shoveled into his pack. It totals out. You didn't get to do a real thorough search, so it totals out to about 1,000 gold piece worth of, and a couple 100 pounds of laboratory equipment, and a few reagents and stuff like that. Few common reagents and stuff like that. But the wealth in the chest that contains 12,000 gold pieces and 1,100 platinum pieces, an amber and 1,100 platinum pieces, an amber and sapphire necklace. You guys guess it's probably worth anywhere between 3,500 and 4,200 gold pieces. A set of ivory rune stones worth anywhere from 1,300 to 1,500 gold pieces. And a scroll of Contact Other Plane. Along with some of the papers, you see this. And this is written in giant.
Where is it posted?
Roll
I
20.
should have closed roll.
Oh, is my roll 20 not up?
I don't know. I just hit show to players.
Okay, there we go. My internet went out for a bit. It's all good. Okay, so there are some important terms.
Mm-hmm.
Important term.
It's like the keyword
Hooligans back
thing they implemented in Final Fantasy II.
So it kind of looks like there are sites in the sea that are of interest.
Mm-hmm. Sites that may have collapsed into the sea, it looks like. But one apparently
In Sandpoint.
didn't.
Well, what's more important is the Hellstorm flu and where he hid Rune Forge. I really like the idea of something that makes runey things.
Hence why he hangs around with rune
Alasa.
phrase. The traitor, that's a X, so Zalizi, blah, blah.
I gotcha.
Zalesa.
Blah, blah, blah.
The traitor,
Egor does not swim so good.
Egor's got a huge strength bonus. Sure he does.
It's okay. I only put 1 rank in it. It's only +9.
That's all you need. Enough to not beat Emmy when you guys did Thistletop.
9 is all you
this
need.
is true.
I have enough spells now that I can make you fine in water. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no, I don't doubt it.
I can fly.
It's true. I just now have access to everything.
Just coming from the perspective of someone who can't do magic
Yup.
and has absolutely no understanding of how he does the pseudo magic he does do.
All right. Well, that's some stuff to think over. Some notes have been made, and some information has been gleaned. Though when a 20 is taken, next session, we will be able to get a little bit more information about Zin Shalast and perhaps Karzog. But for now, we hope you had a great time watching, and we hope you have a great day. God bless, and goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bop.
This content was made possible by travelers and viewers like you. Thank you.